Wait, what? Scar, for the last time, you cannot eat the other villagers! So you want to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. Do you like Disney? Do you like magic? Do you like being worshipped by everyone, even Mickey Mouse himself? If your answer to these questions was yes, then Disney Dreamlight Valley could be the game for you. This video is part of a series where I talk about games so you can decide if you want to play them. Disney Dreamlight Valley is a life simulation adventure game still in early access, published by Gameloft. The game is available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Ever since it was announced back in June 2022, it was anticipated to be the next big title in the realm of cozy games. But did Disney manage to live up to these high expectations? In Disney Dreamlight Valley, you can do the typical casual game activities like farming, fishing, mining, foraging, crafting, and building relationships with the NPCs. If you've played any other casual life simulators like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, or Harvest Moon, you pretty much know what to expect. But even if this is your first go at this game genre, these activities are very simple and easy to figure out, so I won't go into detail about the practicalities. Instead, I'll share some insight about what the game lacks or does exceptionally well. When it comes to farming, it is rather annoying that there are no shortcuts. You have to do everything from planting to watering to gathering manually. I know the game is still in early access and this could still be added later on, but I am reviewing the current state of the game and I am tired of handling over 100 crops manually. Please add some sprinklers or something. My pumpkins are suffering and so am I. On another note, fishing is surprisingly tolerable. For the first time, I don't find fishing completely insufferable in a game. To catch fish, you just need to click at the right time when these circles on the water surface are closing. It is simple, easy, and quick. What else could I ask for? Do I love fishing? No, not really. I probably never will regardless of the game. But do I dread fishing? Also no. It is perfectly fine and I am happy with it. A nice little detail that breaks the monotony is that crops and forageables can light up and allow you to keep gathering until the enchantment is gone. This randomly happens here and there while you're farming or foraging, and I personally find it pretty satisfying and rewarding. When doing all of these different chores, you spend energy, which you have to replenish by going back to your house or eating a dish that you have previously cooked. I like the way they've designed this system because even at the current max level, you still run out of energy and need food, which adds a tiny bit of challenge to these tasks. In my Stardew Valley review, I totally forgot to talk about food and energy because for the longest time, I didn't have to worry about it at all. Some players may find it annoying, but I am glad that in Dreamlight Valley, cooking and keeping track of your energy remains relevant. It adds some spice to it, you know? Apart from chores, decorating is also a big aspect of the game as it allows you to place furniture all over the place and move almost everything around. Dreamlight Valley is a canvas ready for you to unleash all of your creativity on it. An empty canvas can be overwhelming for some people, but decorating is not an obligation even though the game occasionally encourages it through quests. I find the natural beauty of the valley to be very aesthetically pleasing, so I wouldn't mind leaving it as is. And as you can see, I'm nowhere near done with decorating my world. Please don't judge, okay? Do keep in mind that as of now, there is no terraforming in the game, so you can't mess with the ground levels or the bodies of water. This may disappoint passionate decorators, but I understand why it wasn't included. All in all, the gameplay in Disney Dreamlight Valley is hardly innovative, but it does the casual game genre justice. It's relaxing and allows you to play comfortably at your own pace. It can be a little too grindy for my liking, but I'll talk more about that in later sections of the video. The story of the game starts when the player appears in Dreamlight Valley, where they are greeted by the world-renowned wizard Merlin. He explains that the valley used to be the home of many Disney and Pixar characters until their beloved ruler disappeared and Nightthorn started to grow everywhere, which caused the forgetting. Dreamlight Valley fell into despair as the Nightthorns overrun it, and while most characters fled to their home realms for protection, some stayed behind and lost their memories because of the forgetting. You agree to help restore the valley to its former glory and get to work cleaning the place up, freeing characters who are trapped in their houses because of the night thorns and helping them restore their memories. As the game progresses, you open up more regions of the valley blocked by giant night thorns, allowing further exploration, and meet more characters who stayed in the valley after the forgetting happened. You also get to visit the home realms of former residents and invite them back to the valley after you assist them with whatever crisis is going on there. The characters, being from Disney and Pixar, are written to match their personalities in their respective movies, which was to be expected. You can chat with them and give them gifts to build up your friendships, which unlocks friendship quests alongside the main storyline. Upon reaching friendship level 2 with a character, you can assign them the ability to help you out with farming, mining, fishing, or foraging. This is a very nice feature that motivates players to keep hanging out with their favorite characters even after maxing out their friendship level. Overall, the plot is quite cheesy, often mentioning the power of love and friendship and caring for each other. It is Disney we're talking about after all. But the game is also surprisingly mysterious and touches upon darker and more profound themes as the story progresses. It's clear that the writers make sure to present these topics in a very family-friendly way, but they are present. Characters appear as ghosts because they're stuck in the here and there, others struggle to bring back their beloved's memories of them, and the main character's past is much darker than it seems. One thing that annoys me about the main character is that they can use magic, but they never get to use it in an engaging way for the player. Merlin will be like, "Only your dreamlight magic can solve this problem," and then he'll ask you to gather materials to craft a magic watering can. So exciting, watering my problems away. In general, so many of the story and friendship quests involve grinding and or crafting items for the NPCs. I know there's not much else they could ask you to do, but it's tedious nonetheless. Like, please Minnie, ask me to decorate your garden or something, not to craft an ugly clock that needs 200 pieces of clay. Disney Dreamlight Valley currently costs around $30 and it is also included in the Xbox Game Pass. In my humble opinion, that is a bit pricey for a buggy early access game. Plus, it is confirmed that when the game officially launches, it will be completely free to play. I am recording this video in August 2023 and the game is expected to launch before the end of the year. So if you have some patience, save yourself those $30 and wait for the complete game to be released. You do receive some exclusive items and in-game currency with the early access version though. Speaking of in-game currency, many players seem to be displeased with the greediness of the game's microtransactions. All you could buy with real money was cosmetic items until they released an update with gameplay content locked behind the paywall, which understandably upset the players who were already supporting an early access game. I can't say much on that because I wasn't actively playing when that update dropped, but my advice is to just avoid microtransactions, at least until the game is no longer in early access. Disney Dreamlight Valley is meant to be a very relaxing, stress-free game that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and it does that pretty well. But for a self-proclaimed adventure game, I feel like it is a bit too peaceful. I mean, even Disney's most notorious villains are sort of willing to coexist with you and everyone else. Like, come on, you mean to tell me that Scar just casually walks by Remy on the street? I by no means wanted this game to include gruesome combat or anything of the like, but heck, even Animal Crossing New Horizons has these freaking tarantulas haunting you in the dark. I just think that the whole concept of the game has a lot of potential for a bit more action without necessarily ruining the cozy atmosphere. Imagine if you had to use your dreamlight magic to solve puzzles or remove obstacles or something of the like in order to free the trapped NPCs, for example. Wouldn't that be more fun than grinding yet again for more crafting materials? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I should also mention that the game still has quite a few bugs and glitches after about 8 months of its early access opening. I guess I should not criticize an early access game too harshly for that, but I am still mad that I couldn't invite Eric to the valley for the longest time because of a bug. Ariel missed her man Disney, what are you doing? Despite its flaws, Disney Dreamlight Valley is a noteworthy cozy game. It's the kind of game most adults wish existed when we were children, but will still happily indulge in its magic. Gameloft had the power of nostalgia and widely loved characters at their disposal, and they used it wisely without underperforming in the game's design. If you generally enjoy comforting, low-stakes games, I am positive you would appreciate what Dreamlight Valley has to offer. But if you find yourself getting easily bored when little to no action is involved, then maybe you should stick with Disney's more exciting franchise Kingdom Hearts. I personally expected a bit more from Dreamlight Valley, but I will make sure to revisit it after its official launch. That is all I had to say about Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let me know about your experience with the game in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. See you next time!